everyone, my name is Saksham Dikshit and this is my channel Pentest Diaries. So today I'll continue the same series, and we have recently started the series for crypto zombies, and in this we are in lesson 1 and chapter 3. So in lesson 1 chapter 2 I have already created the first video. You can see that once you clear that round, then you have to come to the next stage, which is chapter number 3. Now in this chapter we have to understand the state variables and the integers, and then we'll try to solve the challenge. So we'll just go with the description first, and then on the basis of whatever the instructions will be provided, we have to continue and we'll solve this challenge. Okay, so it was a starting phase itself. It will giving the description about the state variable, what exactly the state variable. We have already covered that in our course. If you have not checked it yet, please go through the playlist. It's having 38 lectures. I have covered everything over there itself, the solidity, so you can go and you can check that all the things. You can learn it very easily with the practical concept. I'll try my best to make you understand about the solidity. So over here itself, if we talk about the state variable, what exactly the state variable is. So state variable are the variable which is stored on a blockchain. Straightforward. If anyone asks you what is the state variable in solidity, tell them straightforward. State variables are the variables which is stored on a blockchain itself. If we're talking about the example itself, you can see our example, the contract name, which we know that as a synthesis of which we have to get it defined. The name of the contract is example. Here we are defining the variable which is a state variable, and over here itself we are just defining the category as an unsigned integer. Now we are giving the name. This is the name of the variable, and then the value which we are assigning it is 100. Going further with that, this is the same description about it which I have just told you about it. Now going further with that, what actually the unsigned integer uint. So by default, if you're talking about uint, it includes a 256 bits. Okay, by default. If anyone told you about it, okay, you have to use a unsigned integer itself. You can simply have to use it, and it's automatically be taking as a 256 bit itself. So what it means, unsigned data type is an unsigned integer, meaning its value must be non-negative. That's clear. Like their value should not be non-negative, it should be positive. And there's also an int type data type for the signed integer. That's clear about it. If we are talking about the signed one, definitely it's an int. We have to use it. This is the important note which we have to be taken. Like if we are mentioning uint, it's actually be alias of unsigned integer 256. Okay, and if we want to get it defined, we just want to get it reduce the bit, then definitely we have to use unsigned integer 8, 16, 32, etc. As per our need, we can use it. So that's all about the unsigned theory. Now this is the practical portion which we have to do it in that right side of the contract, and then we can solve this challenge. So what the instruction is, our zombie DNA is going to be determined by 16-digit number. So it's clear about it. The DNA of the zombies will be get identified with a 16 number. So we wanted that to be get defined. So what exactly the instruction is, it looking for declares a unsigned integer name DNA, D capital digits, and sets the value as 16. So what we have to do, we simply have to go over here itself, remove this, giving unsigned integer uint. Then I have to give it a space. Then what I'll do, I'll simply have to mention the name of the variable which is a state variable, digits. Then I'll just have to give it a space. Then I have to mention what, 16, and that's it. If I'll click, so I'll just repeat once again. As per the instruction, we have to define unsigned integer. This is 256 by default, and this is the variable name which we have to mention, and as it's the instructions giving. And now the value which we have to define it over here itself, as per the instruction, it was 16. We have to mention is as 16. Now let me click on that to get it solved. This thing, this I'm not getting that option. Sure about it. Okay, perfect. Let me click on it. Check answer. When we clicked on it, we can able to see this working. Okay, so whatever that instruction is mentioned over there, we fulfilled that. That was the reason we have cleared this round. So now we move to chapter number 4, and we'll cover this in our next lecture. Okay, So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel. I'll just try to cover the whole each and every section for it, or each and every chapter coming under the lesson 1. Then we'll go to lesson 2, lesson 3, and till lesson 6 we have it. Okay, I try my best to make you understand about it. Solidity, if you learn it now, this is a practical section where you can actually be try to, as per the instruction, you try to make the code and you can make it working for it. So if you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you so much once again. Take care. Bye bye.